All right, let's look at the position of your paper on the desk. And I'm just sitting square to this table. Let me just pull in a little bit here. And as a right-hander, what I'm going to do is, let's just say I have the position of the paper straight on like this, or maybe call it perpendicular to the edge of the desk. And as a right-hander, I'm just going to turn the page counterclockwise to the left on an angle like this. And I'm going to write across the page like this. And what this does is it allows you to the hand to naturally track the hinge of the arm, the hinge at the elbow across the page as you write, okay? And when you write across the page, you just write, and then when you can't write anymore, you just pull the page a little bit down and keep writing like that. Okay? So paper position is, I don't have a specific angle here, but it's going to be cocked to the left in the counterclockwise direction, just rotate it in that direction. And then you'll find the angle that works for you. Some people do like to write like this. Some people like to write more like this. It doesn't really matter. Just know that as a right-hander, you're going to be turning it to the left like that. All right. And if you're a right-hander, you can stop this video now. If you're a left-hander, you want to listen up. There's a lot of different ways left-handers get creative with writing. It obviously creates a difficult situation writing with ink with a left hand because your hand will drag behind on the writing itself, okay? So there's ways that people kind of get around that. One way is to write with a hook like this, but then as you come down the page, you still drag over the writing as well. But by that point, usually your ink is dry enough where it's not a big issue. If you're writing with a fountain pen or some type of wetter ink, it could still be an issue as you write on the next line that you're dragging across these lines up here and dragging ink and smudging ink. But for most people with a ballpoint pen or something like that, left-hander can write in this hook position. So that's one idea. That might be how you already write as a left-hander. I don't know. Another way some left-handers write is like this with their hand under the line. I think most left-handers and most people in general find it very awkward to write like this. It's very hard to make the movements, and it's probably going to dictate the type of handwriting you have writing like this. You don't have a lot of range of motion writing like this. It's very difficult. So something I don't recommend, but if that's how you already write, then you can feel free to try it, except you might not be able to make some of the movements we need to make in cursive writing like this. Now the other way that people like to write left-handed, and if you're a left-hander, you have to go watch this video before you decide how you want to position your paper in your hand. Go watch my friend Diego's video about positioning the paper for left-handers. What he recommends is that instead you turn the page clockwise like this, and then you write with your left hand underneath the line like this, and you write across the page like this, okay? Now this keeps your hand under the page. It gives you lots of range of motion. You can use the standard tripod grip, and it works really well. The only thing is just getting used to looking at the page in this way, which you will very quickly. So if you're worried about writing towards your body like this, in this direction, you'll get used to that very quickly. You'll start to see all the angles from this vantage point, viewing the page like this. So if you're skeptical, I just encourage you to go watch this video first. I've linked it in the description of this video. Please go watch that and give it a chance, because I think it really is probably your best chance as a left-hander to really have the range of motion you need to write cursive script, and at the same time not drag your hand over your writing as you go down the page.